Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is GARI. I was born in Morocco, 20 February 1999. Student at the Merchant Marine Polytechnic of Makassar. Okay, I will tell you about my experience as a nautical cadet on my ships. I board the motor tanker berkat anugerah 03. In my opinion, the guard is responsible for security activities at the port or port of container, dock, or other places to prevent or minimize the risks of the theft or other risks associated with it. The first time I was on the ship, I was taught familiarization by bosun, getting to know the crew on board, on the condition on the ships. Then in the following month, I followed the third officer. I was taught about safety equipment, as well as the second officer. He talked about navigation tools and learned about using maps. Also with the chief officer, he taught me to calculate the load on the ships. Then I will tell you when I was carrying out guard duty on my ships. In the first month, I was on night watch at 8 o'clock until 12 o'clock. During the day, 12 o'clock until 14 o'clock. In the following month, I did a rotation of the guard following the second officer on the guard with him on the night watch at 12 o'clock until 4 o'clock. During the day, 12 o'clock until 14 o'clock. Then in the following month, I did a watch rotation following the chief officer on board with him at the dawn at 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Afternoon watch 16 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Things to consider at the time of handover are: do not hand over duty of care to people who are incapacitated due to illness. Substitute officer must be sure that their members are really ready or able to carry out their guard duties properly. All substitute duty officers have adjusted themselves to the darkness night. If not, they are not allowed to take over the duty of guard. The substitute officer was convinced of the following things: the know, general and special orders of the master relating to the navigation of the ships, position, course, speed, and draft of the ships. The procedure uses the main engine. If the system used is bridge control for navigational maneuvers, the officer was replaced, gave up his guard by providing the necessary information such as the latest position, weather, other ships, and other matters. The meat necessary for the record after finishing his guard. The officer in charge is required to patrol the ships, especially at night. For example, inspection of heads, layouts, waters, faucets, chimneys, cargo leasing, and others. That's my experience when I was on the ships, on the ships, and when I was carrying out my guard duty on the ships. Thank you and stay healthy always. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.